everybody, how's it going today? Ian back here with you, Entertainment Examiner. Hey, I'm going to be reviewing the new movie, Spider-Man Homecoming. Super excited about this. This is, of course, the latest film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This movie picks up right after Captain America Civil War. We have a young actor named Tom Holland taking the reins as Spider-Man. This is really the first great Spider-Man in a long time. I think what works so well for this film is we see Spider-Man, Peter Parker, as he's known by his real name, as a young high school student. With him and his friend Ned, we just want to put together Death Stars all day long, but unfortunately Peter Parker has a secret internship at Stark Industries, and he is, of course, just now beginning to become Spider-Man. And he encounters the villainous Adrian Toomes, also known as the Vulture, played by Michael Keaton. There were so many great things about this movie. First of all, I like the fact that they set Spider-Man in his younger years. We've seen him as more of a early young adult with the Tobey Maguire films in the early 2000s, and then with the reboots in 2007 and 2009 with The Amazing Spider-Man starring Andrew Garfield. Here we see a mention of him saying that he got bit by a radioactive spider, but we don't need to see that anymore. And I like the fact that they didn't follow the same, complete hard reboot that they usually do with these series. It nicely picks up after Civil War with a really cool opening scene. And we get a visit from Tony Stark at times. Iron Man himself, Robert Downey Jr., who's kind of taken Peter Parker under his wing. Michael Keaton as the villain, Adrian Toomes, also known as Vulture. I have a little toy of Vulture there. He is fantastic in this film. Michael Keaton playing his third winged creature, in case you're not keeping score at home. He is a really just kind of a everyday guy who was hired to clean up the mess after the Civil War movie, and big industry came in and told him no, so he's now stealing a lot of the weapons, and he is selling them on the black market and creating a suit for himself called the Vulture. After Peter Parker discovers that Toomes is doing this, he goes and tries to stop him. There were so many pros, again, with this movie. The casting is fantastic. I'm not sure where they found Tom Holland, but he's a great young actor. He's got a great personality, and he's got a great youthful appeal, but he's very eager, and he captures Peter Parker's youthfulness so well in this movie, and his innocence, and him just trying to maneuver through, trying to become a new Avenger. Michael Keaton, again, great villain. Marisa Tomei, back as Aunt May again. She does a fine job. And really, the whole cast is fantastic, as are the action sequences. I don't think there are as many action scenes as many people may hope, but I don't think that's a bad thing. We're looking at Peter Parker in his formative years, and he's just learning to use his new suit and his new skills, including trying to put back together the Staten Island ferry, in a very harrowing scene on a plane. We also get fine work from director and actor Jon Favreau, who plays Happy, Tony Stark's assistant, who is kind of the contact person for Peter Parker. Really, there's not much else for me to say about this movie, other than it was a fun picture. I really enjoyed sitting there in the theater watching this movie from start to finish. It's probably the most fun, just pure fun movie I've seen in a long time. And it corresponds real well with the other films in the series. There's a lot of callback to past Avengers and past characters. And I'm really excited to see where they take this specific Spider-Man franchise now that we're in the cinematic universe. I give Spider-Man Homecoming a 3.5 out of 4, a solid B+ rating. It is in theaters now, PG-13 rating. Go see it. That's all I have for this week. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.